This is about a couple of things. Number one, giving the administrative staff, that's Dave, Jeff, Gayland, and including Randy, the time necessary to make the transition from the current 3 people that have run the show and been the top administrative people, and let Randy take part in this to plan, to finish out the projects, take part in transferring duties from Randy or from Dave to Randy. We also have to look at whatever Randy's doing is going to have to be reallocated from his position as well. I have met with city staff, Randy, Gayland, Jeff, and Dave, and they all agree that this is a very good way of making a transition from Dave Lelko, Jeff, and Gayland into a new administrative group of people, with Randy being the successor and city manager after Dave leaves. This isn't about Randy, is he ready? This isn't about, is Randy not ready? This is simply putting heads together and saying this is the best way to make a management transition for all people, so that when the end of the time comes, May 31st, Randy is ready to take over and everything has moved smoothly to June 1st, 2012. This has nothing to do with Randy's abilities. Randy is trained, Randy's educated, Randy is being viewed and is viewed by me individually as a member of council as Dave's successor. And I see no reason that Randy can't do that.
Okay, but why 1 year? If this, in private industry, this wouldn't take 1 year. At the most, maybe 3 or 4 months.
Given the experience that we had in picking John, and that's the only personal experience I can give you, picking John Sheehan's replacement took approximately 5 months from the time we decided that we needed to replace him, bring him on board. I think we are better serving the community by taking our time, spacing this out, because projects are currently in process. I think that if you talk to Randy and Dave and Jeff, they will also agree that this is a smooth transition for Randy and for Dave and staff. And I'm a simple member of council. I don't manage the day-to-day operations, and I think this is a good, cautious plan to make a transition. Yes, you can argue that 6 months would be enough, but what happens if we overlook something? We moved a little too quickly. This gives them ample time to make a good, sound transition from the current staff to the other. We also have to build in the new employees need to be selected, they need to be chosen by council, and then get into the position and work for a couple of months with Dave, Jeff, and Randy. We're going to be questioned and we will be criticized for this is not only a transition, but this is hire-rehire. But in the end of the day, all of council and the people affected in the administration of City Hall and city services have laid this out as the best plan to provide for the city and make a transition for their retirement. Jeff Smock has come to City Council twice. The first time Jeff came, it was something he thought would be a good financial idea for council. The second time, they brought the measure as an overall policy addressing everybody. During those 2 periods of time, council listened to the taxpayer and didn't feel it was a good idea. This, on the other hand, is a definitive 1-year period, and this is more about making sure that we provide good services and decision making to the community. This is us asking them, will you stay a year to make this transition? I think it's a different issue.